Something you could learn to become quite wealthy. Hi there, crypto fans. Dick Allgire here. It's another beautiful day on the grounds of Ethereum Place. I'm not selling you anything, but I'm going to give you some information that is useful. So listen up. This will be about 5 minutes. Very interesting information. I see on Facebook people arguing the financial system. They're arguing the election. Oh, Kamala's got such a good plan. And, we're going to bring inflation down. Oh, Trump can. You need to look beyond that. What causes inflation? Inflation is caused by the creation of money that is backed by nothing. So you have the U.S. government and the Federal Reserve, which is not federal and there's no reserve. It's private bankers that make our money and charge us interest to use it. And lately they've just been making it by the trillions. They just keep pumping out another trillion and another trillion. We're 35 trillion in debt. We're going to be another trillion in debt in about a month or so. And they just keep making trillions of dollars. And when you make trillions and trillions of dollars back by nothing, that's what causes inflation, because all that money becomes worth less. That's the simple truth about inflation. It's not supermarkets charging you more. Supermarkets, Safeway, Kroger, or whatever they are, they don't have the power to create the inflation that we're seeing just by them raising prices a little bit. They're barely getting by. So that's what causes inflation. But how can you be inflation proof? Well, you need to have a lot of money in the coming times, because inflation is going to get worse. So here's a little history lesson, and I'm going to relate this to today. International shipping used to be done on ocean vessels that were loaded by stevedores that were packed by longshoremen and dock workers. The dock workers were very specialized because they knew how to take the barrels and the pallets and the bundles and however they packed all of this stuff into ships, and they knew where to put it in the hold. It was very tedious, time consuming, it was prone to theft, and it caused the ships to be docked for a long period of time, because to load and unload the ships was such a tedious process. It was very inefficient. And somewhere around the 1960s, the people that run the world, and there are people who run the world, decided we need to come up with a better way to load and unload ships. And they came up with the idea of a standardized container. And the International Standards Organization, okay, this is the important part. The ISO, the International Standards Organization, designed and developed the specifications for the standardized containers that would be used from Long Beach to Oakland to Shanghai to Incheon, Korea, everywhere where they loaded and unloaded ships. And cities sprang up and became very prosperous because they adopted these standards. So they have one standard for a container that can be loaded onto any ship in the world, can be loaded onto trains, onto trucks. It's called intermodal. It became standardized, and that's what sent billions of dollars of trade to China, because it's much cheaper to produce in China, and the cost of shipping things back to the U.S. is so low because of the standardized containers. The ISO, the International Standards Organization, set the standards. Those people who knew that was coming, who knew that that was how the world works, that the ISO, that there would be a standardized worldwide way to do this, those who knew that was coming and invested in it made trillions of dollars. Like I said, port cities sprang up. There were various manufacturing companies moved their whole thing to China and they shipped it back. Walmart, because of the container ship, is able to make billions and billions of dollars. So that brings us to today. We have a financial system that is changing. We're going to a new financial system. That financial system is going to be based on distributed ledger blockchain technology, and the ISO, the International Standards Organization, has come out with standards for financial transactions, international financial transactions. It's called ISO 222. And if you invest in ISO 222, it will be like investing in the container ship revolution. So we're going to have a revolution of the financial industry. It's going to be blockchain technology. It is being dictated by the ISO. Look up, do some research on the International Standards Organization, tokens that are compliant, and that's my tip. Now, if you'd like to learn more, you can go to our private website, which is futureforecastinggroup.com, where we talk about who really runs the world and where we're going and how you can thrive in the new economy. You need to be inflation proof, and that means you have to be wealthy. You have to go to the store, and when prices go up, you just buy it and go, oh, that's okay. Just take some more out of my cryptocurrency. And have a little Bitcoin. Keep some Bitcoin and never get rid of it. Okay, that's my tip for today. From Ethereum Place, aloha, signing off.